Hi everyone, I will be helping you with DS160 form. This video will be a step-by-step guide how to fill DS160 form. And before we proceed, I just quickly wanted to discuss what are we actually doing. So if you want to travel to United States for tourism, business or for medical reasons, you need to get B1, B2 visa. And in order to get that visa, you'll need to fill DS160 form. So let's begin. The first step that you will need to do is that you'll need to type DS160 on Google, and you will need to select the enter on this website, Consular Electronic Application Center. This will take you to this page. Once you are over here, the first thing that you will need to do is that you need to select the location from where you are applying. For example, I am an Indian and I am applying from India, so I will select India and the city from where I will be applying. However, suppose you are an Indian and you are working in Canada, and if you have legal status to work there, you can apply from Canada. But for the purpose of this video, I will be selecting India. And now you can enter the code, and then you will need to start the application. I agree. Now you will have to give one security question. You will need to select one out of these. The answer will depend, you can select any question and the answer will be according to you, whichever you can remember. Now this is the personal information section. Here you will need to give your surname. For the purpose of this video, my name is Adam Jones here. My given name is Adam, so I'm giving Adam. Your name could be like whatever is your name, you need to put in over in the given name section, and whatever is your surname, you need to put in surname section. Full name in native alphabet. For most of us this will not apply, but for some of you this can apply, so put in accordingly. Have you ever used other names? Again, for most of us it does not apply, but for some of you who have changed their names, this can apply, so put in accordingly. And say if you have changed your name, you can type in yes. I can understand that some women do change their name so after marriage, so maybe they can type their previous name over here, but for most of us I think it will be no. Do you have a telecode that represents your name? Again, for most of us it will be no, but for some of you it can be yes. Our sex gender will be I am a male, I will select male. The females should select female. Marital status, I am single, I am selecting single. You can be married, I am a single, I am selecting single. So date and place of birth. For the purpose of this video, I am selecting 1st Jan 1994. You can select accordingly. In which city you were born, you need to type that. In which state you were born, you need to type that. I was born in India, I am typing India. Save, and then continue application. So your information got saved. Now you can click on next. This will take you to the personal section. This is asking you for your nationality. I am an Indian, I am typing India. Then this first question is asking if I have any nationality other than my own, like India. So no, I am an Indian, so I am typing just India. If you hold two nationalities, you should type yes and mention it. Am I a resident of a country? This question is asking me if I am a resident of a country other than India. Currently no, so I am typing no, but if you have got resident status in any country, you should type yes. And now this question is about national identification number. So you may have your own identity card in whichever country you are. You can type that number. If that number is not there for your country, you should type does not apply. For Indians, I think you can type your Aadhaar card number over here. For the purpose of this video, I'm typing this. If you are not a US citizen or resident, I don't think you will be having social security number, so you can type does not apply. Similarly, if you are not a US citizen, or if you don't pay tax, you can type does not apply. Save, continue. Now we'll go to the next section, which is travel. So this is asking you your purpose of trip to the US. So you need to select this one. Since we are applying for B1, B2 visa, so your purpose of trip to the US is temporary business pleasure with visitor. And specify, this is asking you in detail which visa type you are applying for. So we are applying for B1, B2 visa, which is again for business and tourism purpose. And it is a temporary visitor visa which has validity of 10 years. So you need to select this one. Have you made a specific travel plans? So this is asking you if you have any travel to United States in mind. So you can type yes if you want, like if you want to travel to some concert or for some anything that you have in particular in mind. I don't have anything in mind. I will be selecting no. However, it is asking me intended date of arrival. So currently it is 25th of December 2022. So I intend to travel in the month of May 2023. So accordingly, if you have any travel plans or tentative travel plans, you can give that date of arrival there. I think I will be traveling in May, so I have given May. So I'm going to travel for 10 days, therefore I've given 10 days. You can select accordingly. If you want to travel for 2 weeks, you can give 2 weeks. If you want to travel for less than 24 hours, you can select that. Okay, so if you plan to travel to United States, there must be something that is in your mind, like some address where you will be traveling. So say if you're traveling to New York, you can give address of New York. Okay, so this could also be like some of you who does not have any address in mind, or some of you who does not know anyone in United States, you can give address of any hotel. So you can find a hotel in New York, and you can give the address of that hotel if you want to come there. Some of you who wants to go, like for me personally, when I applied for this visa, I gave the address of my employer, because I wanted to go there for business purpose, like for attending trainings and meetings purpose. So for those of you who have their employer, and you can give the address of your employer. So let's select whichever address for this time being. 1 2 3. You should give address that you want to travel to, like for example hotel, or your employer address, or wherever you will be staying in the US, could be friend or family. Don't type this address, because this address I don't think it exists. For me, it will be self, like nobody will be paying for my travel trip. For you, it could be sponsored by your employer. So in that case, employer in the US. Accordingly, you can select save and move. Yes, you need to type the correct address here wherever you are going. So since the zip code was did not exist, which I typed, this did not let me move to the next stage. So now that we have saved it, we will click next. Are there other persons traveling with you? With me, I will be traveling alone, so I type no. You can type yes if somebody is traveling with you. Save. Continue. Next. Have you ever been in the US? I have never been to US. I'm typing no. You can type yes if you have ever been to US. Have you ever been issued a US visa? No, I applied for the first time, so I'm typing no. For most of us, it will be no. If you have ever been issued a US visa and say you are applying for renewal or something, I think you'll need to type yes. For most of us who has never had US visa and we are applying for B1 B2 visa for the first time, we will type no. Have you ever been refused a US visa or been refused admission to the United States? Okay, so this is for those of you who have applied for the US visa before and whose visa have been rejected. Or for some reason you have applied and you have withdrawn your application at the time of entering. So those of you need to type yes. Most of us who have never been refused a US visa and we have never applied before and refused, so we'll type no. This is again for most of us it will be no. Like the question is, has anyone ever filed an immigration petition on your behalf with the United States? So maybe your organization or somebody may have filed on your behalf in the past. So for those of you who somebody who has filed for you, you will need to type yes. For majority of us it will be no. Click next. This will take you to address. You can give your home address, where you can give your home address where you are staying. If you are staying in India, you can give your Indian address, and this will be your home address. Type in accordingly. I have given this address for the purpose of this video. This address will be different for each one of you. Type your own home address. For me, yes, so I'm typing yes. This will be your primary phone number. Give your phone number. If you have a second number with you, you can type your second number. For me, I do not have the number, so I'm typing does not apply. You can give your work phone number. Again, if you don't have your work phone number, you can type does not apply. Have you used any other phone numbers in the last 5 years? I have used a number in the last 5 years. For the purpose of this video, I am giving this number. You can type accordingly. If you have used any phone numbers other than this number in the last 5 years, type it over here. If not, leave it blank. It should be okay. Email address. Give your email address. This should be your own email address. I have, for the purpose of this video, I'm typing this this email address. I think may not even exist, but just for the explanation purpose, I'm typing this. For each one of you, this will be different. So give your own email address. No, I have not used any email address in the last 5 years. If you have used it, give it over here, because we would want to disclose everything that they're asking. And if you have not used it, leave it blank. It should not be an issue. So if this is asking you if you have any social media presence, for example Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn. So if you have presence in any of those, give it. I'm giving my Instagram information. Social media identifier, you can give the link to your Instagram. So just copy the link. It will be something like this. So or you can type your name. So I'm just typing it over here for the purpose of your reference. you need to click the link, select the link of your Insta or your Facebook, and you need to paste it over here, or you can just type your name. If you have your presence in any other website where you have post shared content, for example posts, videos, so you can give the information here. I don't have, so therefore I'm selecting no. I'm saving it and I'm continuing the application. Do remember to save it at each step, because if for some reason it gets disconnected and you want to come back, you will find your application intact, like everything will be saved. Also, I would suggest you to save this number at the initial stage of application, because if you want to come back to this application, you will need to provide this number, and if you don't know this number, you won't be able to enter the application. So save it, copy it, take a screenshot, take a photo. Now we'll go to the next step, which will be for passport. So we'll need to provide our passport information. So my passport is regular. I will give my passport number. You should give your own passport number. Passport book number. You can give the passport book number. For us in India, I think it does not apply, so we'll give does not apply. For me, it is India. So in your passport, it would be mentioned where your passport is issued. So for me, in my passport, Kolkata is mentioned. I will give Kolkata. So you need to provide this information only if a state is mentioned on your passport. If it is not mentioned, don't need to provide it. In my case, for us Indians, a state is mentioned, so we will provide our state. This will be the date on which your passport was issued. This will also be mentioned on your passport. And 2032. If there is no expiration for your passport, you need to type no expiration. Have you ever lost a passport or had one stolen? In my case, it was no, but for some of you, if it was lost before, so you need to type yes. You need to select yes. Save. Continue. Next. So this is asking for a contact person or organization in the United States. So if you know anybody in United States, you need to type their name. Else you can select do not know. For me, I have an employer in the United States, so I typed their name. Okay, so this is a fictitious name. So in your case, if you don't know anybody, don't type it. Select do not know. I knew somebody, so while I was applying, I typed their name. And over here, you can select do not know if there is no organization helping you. I typed the name of my organization with the company that I was working with. Relationship to you, for me they were my employer. For you, again, these all are information are only contingent upon the fact that you know somebody. If you don't know anybody, you can simply select do not know and move to the next step. For me, I knew somebody, so I gave their information. Okay, you can give phone number and email address. Let me give this. Save. Okay, so you need to give the organization name or select do not know. So if you had selected do not know, this whole thing would not have been required. But since I gave the name of the contact person, and I am not selecting do not know, I need to give the organization name. Save and move to the next step. Continue. Next. So here the name of your father will need to be given. Since I'm doing it for your reference, I'm just selecting the example that they gave. So this will be your given name, the name that people call you with, your father with, and this will be the surname of your father's surname. Suppose your father's name is Hernandez Garcia. You need to give Hernandez as given name, surname as Garcia. I think I have yes. So it's very simple. This will be the surname of your father. This will be the given name of your father, which means the name that your father is called with. You need to give the date of birth of your father. For the purpose of this video, I'm typing this. You can select accordingly. Is your father in the US? If he is, select yes. Most of us, it will be no. Again, give the name of your mother. So I'm typing Garcia over surname. Let's say your mother name is this. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm just typing this over here. Juanita. Okay, so now date of birth, 1st Jan 1972. So this is your father information. This is your mother information. Date of birth, surname. For me it is no. For you it can be yes. Is your mother in the US? For me it's no. If you have any relatives in the United States, you need to select yes. For most of us it will be no. I selected no. Save it. Continue. Next. So now they are asking you about your work. So give your work information. So I am an accountant. I will select other. You can select accordingly. So look at all these. If you don't find it your occupation in the list of the items given, select other. Specify other. I specify other. Type your designation, what you are working as. I am senior consultant. I'll just type senior consultant. So you need to type your employer name. Suppose you are working for Google, you should type Google over here. I am just for the purpose of this video, I'm typing Ross & Co. So you need to type your employer address. So this is how you need to do it. A start date will be when you join the organization. Say I joined it on 2nd of Jan 2020. So you need to give your monthly income in local currency. So since you are applying from India, you need to give your monthly income in Indian currency. Say I type 1 lakh. So you need to type what you work on. So suppose if you are in audit, you can type that you work on audit procedure, you do all those kind of stuff. You need to just describe your day-to-day activities of work related. So I am a senior consultant. So I'm not typing my activity. I'm just typing day-to-day activities. So you need to type whatever you have been doing at your work. So just briefly explain it. Continue application. Next. Were you previously employed? If you have been previously employed, you need to select yes, and you need to give your employer information. It will be same like we did at that time. The same previous employer, stated city, state, job title, like senior consultant. Previously you were consultant, this type consultant over here. Supervisor name, when you joined the organization, when till when you worked there, and briefly described your duties. If you have not previously been employed, just select no. Have you attended any educational institution at a secondary level or above? Type yes. So this is basically asking you for your education at secondary level or above. For us Indians, secondary level or above means your graduation and your post graduation. So if you are a graduate, give your graduation information, and if you have also done your post graduation, select add another and give your post graduation information. So say I have done my graduation from University of Calcutta, give the address, okay, so you need to type in whichever course you have studied. Like I studied BCom, Bachelor in Commerce, so I typed BCom. You can type the year that you studied from. I typed 2013 to 2016 for the purpose of this video. It was 3 years course, and you can type accordingly. So for some of you it can be 4 year course, so you can type 4 years. And if you have done your masters, if you've done an MBA or anything, you can just come here and click on add another and give that information. Save it, continue application. Next, do you belong to a clan or a tribe? For most of us it will be no, but if you belong to any clan or tribe, give yes. So if you speak any languages, provide the name of the language over here. So like for me, I speak English, I speak Hindi, I speak Urdu. Yes. Have you traveled to any country's region within the last 5 years? I have traveled, therefore I'll write yes. If you have not traveled to any other country in the past 5 years, select no. So I traveled to, say for example, for the purpose of this video, I traveled to United Kingdom, I will give United Kingdom. And if I travel to any other country other than United Kingdoms also, I'll add another and I'll give that name also. If no, just type no. So if you have worked in any professional, social or charitable organization, select yes, else select no. Do you have any specialized skills or training in these: firearms, explosive, nuclear, biological, chemical experience? Select yes, else no. Served in the military? For me it is no. In any, these are the banned groups: paramilitary unit, vigilante unit, rebel group, guerrilla group. For example, some kind of terrorist activities going on. So have you ever been part of these groups? For most of us it will be no, but you do it accordingly. Next, it will be security and background. So do you have any of these disease? So you need to read this list, and if you have had any disease in the past, like if you have any disease, most probably these are the active disease. For example, active tuberculosis or any other disease that you are suffering from, you need to type yes, else no. So if you have any mental or physical disorder that can pose a threat to the society, type yes, else no. For me, it's no. Are you or have you ever been a drug abuser or addict? So if you have been a drug abuser or addict in the past also, you need to type yes, else no. For most of us, I believe it will be no, but for some of you it can be different, so select accordingly. Continue application. So have you ever been arrested or convicted before? Like have you have ever been to jail or in prison, or have you ever been subject to pardon amnesty in like some kind of relief? For me it is no. Should be, you should do it accordingly. So these all questions, most of them for most people will be no, but there are always exceptions, so you should read them carefully and you should select accordingly. So in any conspiracy that I have been part of, no. I, am I coming to engage in prostitution, unlawful commercialized vice, or have I been engaged in prostitution in the past 10 years? No. And am I involved in money laundering? No. Have I ever committed or conspired to do human trafficking? Again, no. Have I abetted, assisted, or helped anybody who has done human trafficking? No. Like, have my father, spouse, daughter, anyone that I know has been part of human trafficking in the last 5 years? Again, no. See, I am just explaining to you briefly about all these, but you should read them thoroughly and you should select accordingly. Do you seek to engage in espionage, sabotage? Again, no. Any terrorist activities? No. Any financial support to terror organizations? Again, no. Are you a member of a representative of a terrorist organization? No. So these are the questions, these are the answers that are applicable to me. If they are applicable to you, select no, else accordingly. A spouse and any individual I know in terrorist activity, no. No. Genocide related, no. Any torture related activities that have been part of, no. Extrajudicial killing, again, no. Recruitment of child soldiers, no. Any violation of religious freedom, no. Have I been part of enforcement of population control against their free will? No. Coercive transplantation of human organs? No. Have I ever tried to enter US by fraud or willful misrepresentation? Or have I sought to obtain or assist others? Again, no. See, these are questions that are applicable to individual and it differs by individual. So you should read them and the answer could be different for like all of us. Most of us it will be no, but there are always exceptions. So read and select accordingly. So if you have been removed or deported from any country in past, select yes. For most of us it will be no. Have you ever withheld a custody of US citizen child outside the United States? No. Have I ever voted in United States in violation? No. Have I ever renounced United States citizenship? No. Now this is the review step. See, you can give your photo or you can just get your photo and go there and they will take your photo. See, read everything carefully and see if the information is correct or not. select next. So all these details we have already filled, so they're asking us if the information is correct or not. So we need to review it once if everything that we have entered is correct, or if anything we have missed. So it is very essential you review it twice, thrice, but make sure that every detail that you have given is correct. Next, sign and submit. Did anyone assist you in filling out this application? No. If somebody has assisted you, if you've gone to somebody and they have helped you with it, select yes, else no. Type your passport number. This will be different accordingly with for each one of us. YPTCHR, and then sign and submit application. So sign and submit the application over here. Again, you can upload your photo on through this website only. In the first when we started, we had the option of uploading the photo, so you can do that. I didn't upload it, so I just wanted to quickly share that with you also. Again, you can submit the application over here. Once you submit the application, you will get a confirmation PDF that will have all the details. It will mention your application ID, this ID that we have over here, and they will ask you to bring all the documents when you will be going for your visa interview. So the documents, they most probably you will need your passport, and you will need any other supporting documents that you're going to carry with yourself, and that this confirmation I had ticket that you will get once you submit this application. Also, do note that this is only the first step in the process. This is only the first step in the process, in the sense that you have submitted your application. Once you have submitted your application, you need to remember this application ID, and after that you need to schedule your appointment. So that is another step. So once you schedule, or you click, or you need to click on a schedule, you need to type schedule my apartment for B1 B2 visa, and you will get another website. Also, they will help you with this. When you click on submit application, they will help you with the links, and you need to go in that link. You need to select the city that you will be giving your interview in. For example, if I am going to apply for US visa interview from Kolkata, I will be selecting Kolkata as my location. I will be providing them this detail, this application ID, and yes, I will be selecting the date when I want to appear for the interview. And that is it. This is the whole visa step-by-step guide for B1 B2. I hope I was useful to you guys. Thank you.